Yeah, what's the equivalent?
We have a bat.
It's just called a bat.
A bat.
But it's not a bat. It's like a
It's like a paddle.
a paddle.
Like an oar.
Or
How, you heathens.
you could no, you could get home with it if you were in a small,
A small
canoe.
Yeah,
Yes. It is approximately that length.
Yeah.
And the ground to the top of it is approximately that length.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Held with two hands.
There's different sizes. Like, is your bat the same size as my bat?
Lengthwise, yes. Widthwise,
Ah!
yes.
Do kids use the same size bat?
No, they will start with smaller bat.
Makes
The
sense.
weight varies depending upon how it's cut, because the profile will be, you've got a handle at the top, it then has,
Do women use the same size bat?
some of them do.
Yeah, they're up there.
Basically.
Kind of features.
Is there regulations on like professional cricket has to
Yes.
have the?
There are regulations on the maximum width,
It's always wood.
yes. The handle is actually layered wood with, it has allowed to have rubber in between it to give it a little bit more spring to the shock absorber. And the
Alright.
handle is actually built in with like a V at the top like that, so it's slotted into the willow. Normally it is made of willow.
Willow.
Yes.
Willow.
Makes
Why?
it best
Why?
because it's springy.
Oh. And like, what's American bats made out of?
Oak.
No, it's
No,
not oak.
it's
Wood.
thicker.
Ash.
Hickory.
Maple. Maple.
It's a hardwood, not a flimsy wood.
If you look at the profile on the side, you've got the handle at the top, and it sort of goes down like that. So that's sort of the back. So weight of it is basically in that side of things, how thick it is in that particular area.
Okay.
The width, the thickness on the side is approximately sort of about half an inch.
All right.
Okay, then there's a ball. The ball is approximately that big.
Do they call that the googly?
No, that's a particular ball that you've tossed. Let's call it that way. Or when you bowl, B-O-W-L.
Pitch.
Googly is a certain length.
It's a pitch. Is a bowl.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then on this particular ball is got leather, it's cork on the inside and a couple of other bits and pieces, and then there's a seam down the middle where the piece of leather stitched together. So you've got stitching. So that will make that ball spin depending upon how you put your fingers over that particular thing. So the ball will move through the air or swing.
All right.
Okay. Then we have the wickets, which are 3 sticks. And they've got a thing across the top called the bails.
A what?
Bails.
Like B-E-L-L-S?
It's one thing and it's pluralized.
Hell.
Pluralized though.
Those are these little things across the top.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
2 of them. So,
Okay.
for instance, then the objective is for the bowler, the team that's in the field,
The picture.
to take the bowler, to take the ball and hit those wickets. Okay?
And what's
Yeah.
that considered, like, for American baseball? Is that outs?
Yes. So you don't get 3 strikes or whatever else. You hit that once, the guy's out. He's got to come back into the dressing room.
If you hit them wickets.
Them wickets.
Any of the
It's
three.
a wicket, right?
Yeah.
Wicket down up there.
Any of the 3.
Any of the 3.
And then
And
that batter's out.
if you just clip the top of that,
And he's out.
yeah.
You got an ump watching that?
There are 2 umpires. There's an umpire on the leg side. We will get into some technical terms. What will happen is, if John is the batsman who's going to receive the ball, there will be an umpire.
I'm the
at this end.
batsman,
You're the batsman.
not a batter.
No, batsman. This is
Okay.
a gentleman's game, please.
Yeah, women can't play.
Women do play.
Then why is it a gentleman's game?
That should be a
Exactly.
best person, don't you think?
No.
It's a refined
I'm
person's
sure it is a
game.
bats person nowadays, and we've all got to play together, and we'll have. Never mind. Anyway,
So you got a batter.
you've got a batsman.
Okay, does he stand at the plate or in front of those
He
wickets?
stands at the wicket.
Okay, he stands at the wicket.
Yeah. All right. What we have in the middle of a big field, we have
We call it a
a thing called a
diamond.
crease. and the back of the crease are the wickets, one at either end.
Tell me where the crease is.
The crease is here.
The
What's
line.
up?
The
What's
line
up?
is the crease.
A line is a crease.
Okay.
It's just a piece of chalk line on the grass. Okay.
How wide is that field approximately?
Basically, if you go it's about half a yard to the back of the batsman, and it will be a yard to the front of the batsman. So that is offside, that's onside, or leg side. And that's leg, and that's onside.
Adam,
Okay.
you got to get out of the way. We're learning cricket.
Oh, shit.
Okay, the ball, right, we then have an umpire that stands here,
Yeah, I have a call
Okay.
over.
and we have an umpire that will be, if it's a right-handed batsman, he will be on the leg side, so he will be there. The whole point of that is, if a batsman comes down past this point, and somebody hits the wickets from somewhere else, he is out. He has to be in his crease. So it's like running to first base. If you don't put your foot on it or get to it before the other guy does, you're out.
I have no idea what you just said.
So if he stepped out of the crease, anyone else could
And
throw a ball at
yeah,
the wicket.
Yes,
Okay.
Why would he step out of the crease?
because he's trying to make a run. Because a run, you run backwards and forwards across here. Okay.
Tell me the outside of that rectangle there, is that like out of bounds as soon as it goes out of there?
No. Your field is massive.
It's big. Okay.
It's big.
So what's the inside? What is the box for?
You call this the pitch.
The pitch.
That's the pitch.
Okay.
Okay. And then you've got the cricket field around it.
And it's big.
It's big.
Okay.
It is. I'm gonna have to look at measurements. I don't know offhand.
And what's the wicket?
That's, whoa.
The wicket's this.
Start over.
What's a sticky wicket?
Sticky wicket is when you're bowling and the ball actually does stick somewhat. It slows down as it comes up. There you go. That's a sticky wicket.
Say what?
This is grass. Okay. And you know when you get a little bit of dew on the grass. So imagine throwing a baseball on grass and
Yeah.
then bouncing it up. If it's dry grass, it will bounce harder or faster
Yeah.
than if it's wet grass. So you call it sticky wicket.
The ball is the wicket.
No,
No.
the pitch is also called a wicket.
What's the ball called again?
The ball.
It's a ball.
Ball.
Okay.
Can you write wicket next to the wickets?
Okay. So where's the pitcher? Or
The ball, right. The
ball.
batsman, we'll put the batsman here. The batsman's here.
he's in
Batsman.
front. Anywhere he wants, or has he got to stay
He will
like?
stand in front of that wicket. However, if the ball strikes
What if he was a fat dude and he just wanted?
Okay, this is the problem. If the guy stands in front of that wicket and the ball hits his leg, and this umpire thinks that that ball would have continued through,
Yeah.
he's out. Because he's covering you not to cover the wickets with your legs. The only thing you can defend the wicket with is your bat.
Okay, but he can hit it with the bat.
Yes, he needs to hit it with the bat.
And where's he want to hit it with the bat? Like
He wants to hit it out the park. He wants to
just
score
way
a
out
home
of
run.
there.
Over the boundary without a bat.
Okay, now I've just hit it way up over the other umpire's head, and now what do? I start running?
You run. The
Okay.
guy at this side runs to you. So there's two batsmen at a time.
Why is he running to me?
No, he runs that way and you run that way.
Why?
Because that's the game. To get a run, you have to cross in the middle and continue to the end.
Get across the pitch.
Both of you have to make it.
Both of you have to make it.
Okay,
Well, actually, as
so
long as you cross, even if he gets run out, it's still
who gets a point when?
the person who hits the ball. It's his runs. So if he goes one and runs back, that's 2 runs.
Okay, the guy on the other side, he's just,
He needs to be his partner for that particular.
but he's on his
But
team.
if he only runs one, he's on his team. If he only runs one to this side, and this batsman now there, he's now going to turn.
How many people on a team?
There are 11 people on a team.
And they just go round and round just normal.
So if they keep running, they can score more points. But the longer they're out of the crease, they can throw
Yes.
Which?
Okay. So if you hit the ball on the ground and it goes over the boundary,
The fence.
Boundary.
if it goes on the ground across, it's 4 runs.
4.
4. If it goes over without bouncing, it's 6. But
Okay.
once the ball passes that line, it's out of play. So they can't keep running. for
Okay,
instance.
but they're gonna keep running no matter what, or is there like they can be safe somewhere?
You're safe inside here, inside the crease. If you're inside the crease, you are safe.
Okay.
Okay. But if they're running and the fielder throws the ball to that end, and the guy's here and he hits the wickets, he's out.
Loses all points.
He loses the points he's just scored. So if he runs 2 and then he's out, he doesn't get those 2.
What about his buddy who ran 2 also?
If it's the person who hits the ball gets the runs. I think if they cross and the person who hit it didn't go out, it keeps the runs.
Okay, say I go and I know it's going to be back, so I stop at 1.
Yeah.
Okay, can he still hit my wicket if I'm in my
No.
my zone?
Then you're fine.
I can stay there and
Yeah.
I'm safe,
Yeah.
and nobody can do
You don't
anything.
have to keep running until the ball comes back. You run as much as you want.
Okay, set me up a defense on there. Where do you put the defensive now?
Okay. You have a guy that you've got a bowler. So
Use a different color for the defense.
all right.
Come on, that only makes sense.
You have a bowler who will start here.
That's your bowler.
Yes.
Okay.
But wait, he runs up and he's got to release the ball without putting his foot over that line.
Okay.
Okay. And then he releases the ball to that end. Then you have a wicket keeper. He goes behind and he's got gloves on. He's the only person. So you're basically what's your catcher? Catcher. So you've got a catcher. And he will actually
What's he
direct-
catching?
Well, when
Ball.
this guy hits this ball down here at 100 miles an hour, and the guy misses it, he's going to catch the ball behind,
If he doesn't hit the wicket.
if he doesn't hit the wicket.
Okay, if he misses it, is that a hit?
No. Look, hold on. If this guy doesn't catch that ball,
Yeah.
and it rolls past him,
Yeah.
these guys can run.
Okay.
That's called not a no ball, it's called a leg bye.
Okay.
Bye. It means it goes down behind, so it's a bye, but they get points to the team's total, not to the individuals.
Okay.
So one there would normally be, depending upon whether this bowler is a fast bowler, let's work on as a fast bowler. So there will probably be a guy towards the boundary, because normally what will happen is, if you're going to hit the ball, you're going to swing like that.
Okay.
So if he will hit that way. The chances are, if this bowler does his job and puts the ball down here, he's going to want to swing it that way,
Okay.
because that's you've got more force on it. If he's a disciplined batsman, he will hit it straight. So you'll have another guy down there.
Okay.
If this guy is really fast, you'll have another guy out at an angle, possibly even 2.
They don't have positions
They are called in the slips.
in the slips.
What happens is, when this batsman hits, if you sort of go for a ball and it bounces up high, and it's a foul ball, effectively. You hit the bat, but it goes backwards.
Okay.
And those go all over the place. These guys have a pretty good chance of catching it.
And if it goes up in the air,
And if it goes up directly off the bat, it's catchable.
okay. So if it's like a foul tip and somebody catches it,
He's out.
he's out.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
No wicket required.
No.
Are there
It is called a wicket.
there are 11 people out in the outfield though.
Yes, there are. How many have I got so far?
Including
1, 2,
the
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
So I've got 6. I would
There's
probably
5
have
more there.
1 down. Depends what type of batsman he is. There's a chance here as well. Often, if you push that ball down fast enough and hard enough, it will bounce high. And the guy will try and do that.
So he can hit it after it hits the ground.
Yes.
It has to be done, right?
Normally, if the guy, remember the wickets are about this high,
Yeah.
okay, and this is about 5 or 6 feet
Yeah.
behind. So if you actually put a ball down the wicket like a baseball, at like shoulder height, you lose you actually have to do another bowl, and the opposition gets a run. They get a score because they put shit bowling. They try and keep the ball below certain heights. But you'll see that these guys wear helmets and chest pads, and they wear leg pads, a thigh pad, and a ball box.
Okay.
You need a ball box. It's
Just in
like
case.
a-
I got you. So what is a wicked googly?
A googly is basically if the ball, the guy will probably come from this side in, and the ball will bounce like.
Is
here.
this the pitch, the first bowl?
No, a googly is just a type of ball that you've got.
It's kind of like a curveball for us.
Yes, that's effectively what it is. But depending upon how you hold this ball as well, some guys can bowl out wide here, and it will still spin back in that way. Because you can put a
And
turn
that's
on.
a wicked googly.
Yeah,
So that's like a slider, actually.
yeah, you can do those as well. It's whatever you can do with the ball. It's not quite the same as with the baseball, because the way if you threw it like a baseball, you would not be allowed on the field.
Why?
You go over arm.
Oh, you got to throw underarm.
No, you go over.
If like this.
You have
But
to
you can't
over.
go doing it. You've got to go over
Not
like
side.
that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
If you go out too far on the side, they'll give you a no ball, and you've got to re-bowl again. So the batsman is this thing. He's supposed to face 6 balls in an over.
You know what?
Over. O-V-E-R.
That means they're at bat.
6 balls.
Say it over.
Over. In an over.
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 Say over.
It is over. It's because you can't speak properly.
It's over.
All right, where am I now? So this bowler runs up, throws the ball
Yeah.
down the pitch. Batsman tries to hit it, no score or whatever else.
Okay.
He will do that 6 times. Then a different person will bowl from this side. So all the team swap round on the field.
Okay, so you only have one, not batter,
That's person.
batsman per round.
No, they can. If they change positions, then they can keep on batting, or they'll swap.
Whoever wants to bat can bat.
If they pass each other, yes.
There's 2 batsmen on the field.
There's 2 on the field. They run backwards and forwards.
Now
But
let's
you
start
bowl
at the
6
beginning
balls.
of the game. Do you put a batsman on the other side in the other?
There's 2 batsmen always on the field.
Okay.
If you lose too many people and there's only one person who's not out, the whole team's out. Because you've got to have 2 people.
So when you're out the entire game.
Yes, you go back inside. And the next batsman comes out.
You can't even. What about when you're?
But then, the whole objective is either to have 50 overs or even 20 overs now. Set a time. So, this is in, we won't talk 5-day cricket, we'll talk 50 over game.
Okay.
So we've got
50 over
50 overs
for each side or for one side?
each side. Okay? So what happens is
smokes.
the red teams come out and they bowl 50 overs. The opposition tries to get as many runs in that 50 overs. Then after 50 overs, the innings is over.
When is your over? And let's say you don't get all 6 balls. Let's say they hit one of the wickets.
Yes.
One.
Okay, that's one person out. So then what happens is the next batsman comes in.
Does that count as an over?
No, it's only one ball. So when you've done 6 balls, so if you bowl 6 people out in a row, great,
That's
fantastic.
1 over.
That's 1 over. Now you've got to go to the next over until you.
So there's no outs. It's just.
Yeah, it is out. If you are caught, if you are bowled,
But an over is.
over is
that
just
you-
a collection
6
of
throws.
balls, 6 throws.
But you're at bat.
Okay.
Okay. And you bowl
Could be different
1 over
batters.
from this side, 1 over from that side. This side, that side. With 6 at a time.
Okay.
Okay.
That would suck to get out on your very first at bat. To be done for the whole day.
Okay. Then
What?
when you finish your 50 overs, then the teams swap.
You're done for the whole day once you're
No,
out?
You won't bat again. You only bat once.
In 50 things.
Well, you could stay there all that time. It depends how good you are. If
What
you're
do you
really good, you'll be there for 50 overs. That's the whole point.
2 batters could stay on the field the entire.
Yes. and the rest of them don't come in. So you end up with a team that's got 4 or 5 really good batsmen, 3 or 4 really good bowlers, and then you got a wicket keeper that's normally a batsman as well, because he keeps gloves on the whole time.
Do the batsmen have to rotate in order?
You set the order to begin with, yes. You'll say there's scorekeepers, and you will provide the scorekeeper with the batsman that you are going to use.
So do you pay attention to like bottom of the order or your lineup?
Yeah,
You do. Okay.
because your first batsman needs to be patient, because then the bowlers are fresh and they can really put the pace on it. And the wicket might be a little dodgy. It takes a while to settle down sometimes.
Are you any good at this game?
No,
No.
no.
You watch it.
I watched it.
When do the teams switch? After all 50?
You switch after 50 overs. Let's say with this particular game, type of game, there are different forms of the game. There's day-night matches as well. Normally it's played during the day, but day-night matches are really cool as well. So when you've done first over, then you swap which side you're bowling from. Normally with 50 overs, you can have a maximum of 10 overs if you're bowling. You may not bowl, that individual bowler number 1 can only have 10 maximum. So normally they've got to try and get as many wickets as possible.
And then they got to switch out.
Yeah. Normally what you'll do with 50 overs, you'll use your best guys first and you'll give them 5 overs each. And then you'll sort of change things up a little bit.
And what if the sun's in your face? What if you got,
Well, actually what they have on the field, they will normally do the north-south. East-west.
will normally do what?
Normally do east-west. No, north-south. The field will be. And then what we'll do is actually behind where the ball is coming from, they have these big white screens.
Okay.
So you can actually see the ball coming without crowd interference and that type of thing.
But they wouldn't like switch after 25, just to make it fair, if the sun's in their face?
No.
No. All right. Anything you missed?
Yes.
What? What'd you
History.
miss? History.
No, I didn't miss much.
So is the game over after 100 overs in this case?
Yes.
Or a team's
everybody's
out?
out. I mean, one team might use all 50 overs and only lose 4 batsmen. Let's say they got 280 for 4 in 50 overs.
Say what? Once you lose all your batsmen, then it's over?
Then you're finished. Your innings is finished, and the opposition then needs to come and bat. So let's say they go all out in 32 overs. That's the way it works. And just how good you
So
are.
they're just on defense until the other team uses up all their overs.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, but then the game's over. So
All right. Thank you, Governor. Appreciate you.
My pleasure.
that was great. Thank you.